Veritasium, what is up, man? I am a huge fan. I actually don't remember if I ordered this or if I got it as part of supporting one of your Kickstarter projects. I think I supported the Snadums one. Yeah, I said that to my school. They were so stoked about it. I even wrote them a letter explaining how the whole thing got started. So cool. You are a big part of my inspiration for science. I just want to let you know that the other biggest YouTube channel that keeps me so stoked about science is Smarter Every Day. I know you guys have worked together, so you know about each other. Love your videos. It's been so long since you made something that needs a video response, and this is going to be my first video response to one of yours because I'm so excited that I know the answers to all of, well, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to the first one. That one's kind of a bit of a mystery, but I think I know what it is. Anyway, so I wrote in the comments section, and then I realized, hey, I should just make a video response. So I'm going to do my best to demonstrate. So for the first one, the mystery cylinder, I believe your mystery substance is honey. This stuff likes to just kind of grip the walls of whatever container it's in. You can see this very easily. If I turn this, you can see how the surface moves very slowly. So I don't really have a container to really put it in. I was going to get like a soda can or something. Maybe I can use one of these empty, I'm about to make a mess here. You're about to watch science happen, kids. Okay, so first of all, lovely liquid rope coil effect. If you've seen Smarter Every Day, you've seen Destin explain this. Sorry. But anyway, so that's about a quarter of the way filled with honey now. Alright, so if I were to close this up, and it's not really going to roll evenly, but if I were to, say, take an inclined plane, say, this would have that tendency to roll a little bit, let the honey settle, and then now I know it's sliding. Let me get a more grippy surface that it's not going to slide on. Okay, so if I just incline this a little bit, this should do that same weird wobble, stop, and go effect. So I have a feeling that the substance inside your container is honey. Now my top guess is actually oobleck because I love oobleck. It's so fun to attain. Science people everywhere love oobleck because it's just awesome to work with, and it would create a similar effect. It would become solid while it's moving, and then it would settle. And it would start to flow a little bit, and it would create that same wobble effect. But I have a feeling that you went for the more easily attainable substance of honey. So that is my answer for riddle number 1. I explained it in far less words in there. Anyway, so riddle number 2. Let me click and see what. Oh yeah, the bike thing. Okay, so bikes are designed with different gear ratios. There's high gears where you turn your feet just a little bit, and the wheel is like spinning really fast on the bottom. So for that, the wheel, your foot is actually moving forward. Well, I mean, obviously it is, but as the bike rolls, your pedal actually moves very little in far as rotation, as opposed to forward ground speed. So low RPM speed on the pedal equals high ground speed. So in that case, you pulling on the pedal would not roll it forward because it would actually be easier for the bike to roll backward. The wheel speed would create higher ground speed than the rotation of the pedal, and the pedal would more easily roll backward with the wheel to get closer to that string. On the other end of that, there would be a low ground speed for high rotation of the pedal. So the pedal is rotating a lot, and your back wheel is just turning just a little bit. In this case, it would be very easy for that pedal to move backward, and the wheel turns ever so slightly. The bike will roll forward. Now, somewhere in the middle, the rotation of the pedal for its forward motion to the bike is going to equal its backward motion if you were to tug on it. So it would actually become stationary in relative to the ground while you're moving on. If you were to ride that bike, your feet at the bottom would be stationary in relevance to the ground. So in that case, the bike would not move at all and just topple over if you didn't have anything picking it up. So that's the 3 possible answers there. It was a riddle. I did get all the answers. Anyway, so for number 3, this is very simple algebra. A plus B over 2 is 2a. I have the equation written out, so obviously you multiply by 2, you get a plus b equals 4a. 4a is obviously a plus a plus a plus a, so we can easily subtract a from this to get b equals a plus a plus a, or 3a. Therefore, v2 must be 3v1. That's simple algebra. Now, a lot of people are talking about ground speed versus like some sort of average thing that makes it infinite. I have not bumped into the area of science that they're talking about, but I'm pretty sure that if you take speed 1, multiply it by 3, then take the average of those two numbers, that will be 4 of the total. The average will be half, will be 2 of the first one. It just makes sense to me. And the fourth one, the train. You almost got me with this one. I was stumped for like 10 minutes there, and I was like, oh yeah, trains have this really cool lip. So I'm going to bring my phone over here to make this a lot easier to see, and I'm going to flip the camera. Oh, I can't flip the camera, so I'm just going to have to hope you guys can. So this is going to simulate a train wheel. You've got this base here, which rides on the rails like this. So the train is rolling forward, and it's riding on the rails. But you've got this lip here that's keeping it from doing this. It's not rolling off the track, so it's keeping it here. So if you watch very closely as I roll this plate, the bottom of that plate, you can see along the lines here, the bottom of the plate is actually moving backward in relative to the ground speed of the plate as a whole, because it's on the opposite side of the point of stationary movement to the fulcrum. So that is your answer for number 4. Let me see if I can set up this phone thing again, because I've got this awesome little band here that's holding up my phone. Slide that over the camera. Boom! There you can see me again. So yeah, so that's the answer to riddle number 4. This is now almost a 7-minute video, so I apologize for the length, but that is okay because I want to be a teacher and I'm going to need these long-winded explanations that kids can totally understand. Maybe I'll have to dumb it down. But you inspire me to be a teacher, man. Keep being awesome. I am so stoked about science because of your channel. You make it look so cool. You make me want to do what you do and teach this to kids. Actually, I think I'm going to teach at a college instead. I'm going to go get a master's for something, and I probably... Anyway, you get me so stoked about science. I love your channel. I am such a fan. Thank you for being you. This has been my video response to your 4 riddles question.